They made. I bought these here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Those are nice.
Yeah, I cleaned them up, shined them. So I'm looking for a color one if you see one.
A black boot like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for, but I don't see it.
Yeah. Sometimes you're lucky and sometimes not so much.
You're not.
I don't know. I don't usually get shoes, but I just found a couple pair. I figured, well, let me look and see.
That's badass.
This one. What's up, YouTube? It's Matt, the overall bargain hunter here. Today I'm going to go check out that Goodwill Clearance Center again, the bin store, see if we can find some good finds. I also need to go to the post office, drop off a couple of sales. All right, let's go out there, see what we find, and overall, we're going to have a good time. As I walked into the Goodwill, I grabbed a cart and started digging around. There was a lot of stuff in the bins today, but I went right around 12, which is around the time that they reload. So I wasn't sure what I was going to find. But the first thing that I found here was an alligator plush. It had the tags on it, no stains or tears. I sell plushes for $5 out at my booth, so I went ahead and picked this one up. The next thing that I looked at was this John Deere tin. I actually really liked it, but it wasn't a vintage tin. It was like a newer tin and it had a Walmart tag of $2.99 on it. So I just went ahead and passed on it because I wasn't sure if I would be able to sell it. I've never looked at shoes at these Goodwill Clearance Center before, but I have seen people do well with shoes and people are always buying them from there. So I went ahead and looked at this pair. It had a really good sole on it. It didn't look like there was any wear on it. The insoles were missing, but they caught my eye because I really like that color. And I just kind of like them personally, the style. So I went ahead and checked them out and I decided, you know what, let me go ahead and try them because I wasn't finding a whole lot else as I was walking around. After that, I found an Avengers Blu-ray. It is a 2-disc Blu-ray with the Blu-ray movie and then the Blu-ray bonus features. So I went ahead and decided to check that out. Again, since it's really light, it's not going to cost much and hopefully I can make a little bit on that. From there I saw the shoebox and inside the shoes were brand new, still had tags, no wear, no tears whatsoever. So I went ahead and got those. That was a good find. I saw these like vintage kind of hats. They were military hats and I've seen people do well with vintage hats depending on the brand or the style it is. So I didn't know a whole lot about them, but I went ahead and got that Predator one and this other one that I'm about to find. I looked at this Bonanza, Best of Bonanza VHS, and I thought about getting it, but then I changed my mind. I wasn't sure how I would do on it, so I went ahead and put it back. Same thing with this Hello Kitty tin. I looked at it, it looked kind of vintage, but then the copyright was from 2012, which means it's a little bit newer. So it wasn't in the best of shape, so I just decided to pass on it. I actually really like this ship in the bottle, and I thought it was kind of cool, and I might have been able to sell it out at my booth, but it had a Hobby Lobby tag down at the bottom, which means it was newer, and I didn't want to mess with shipping it because shipping glass is a little bit harder, so I went ahead and left that as well. This last bin was really the best one that I found, and it was a bin where people were kind of putting stuff that they didn't want.
after they had it in their cart. So I found this little mood thing, and I sell those for $5 out at my booth. And then I found these two new in the box items. This one's like a little wind up nutcracker. And then the other one here is a little reindeer in here plush and book. And I know these are more Christmas themes, which means I may sit on them for a while, but I decided since they were new in the box that it was worth it, that I'd go ahead and do that. Those were the last things that I found that I got on camera. After that, I just kind of looked around, and I did find the nail polish right after this.
All right, leaving the Goodwill, 2 bags of stuff. Spent $13, so we'll go home and get to the reveal. All right, so the first thing that I found was this Cuddle Crew little novelty alligator plush. Since it was new with the tags, didn't have any stains or tears, I couldn't find any sold comps. I'll try to put something up that shows at least what it was listed for on eBay, but I'm probably just gonna take this out to my booth, and that'll be like a $5 sale. So I found these in a bin that was pretty much empty. People will be going through and throwing stuff back, so I think this and one of the other things is something that someone had put back. All right, the next thing here is this reindeer in here. Again, it's got the book, it's got the little plush gift set, so that's what it comes with, new in the box. That's what I look for, so I think this would do well. This little money bag I just bought for me. I needed another one. Since it basically weighs nothing, it didn't really cost anything. So I do sell these out at my booth. They're like little mood squids. This one's got a rain cloud and a frowny face, and then the other side has a smiley face with a rainbow. Sell these for $5. Second bag is these hats. So I didn't look up comps on these. I just knew that they were older hats. This one says Predator. They are made in the USA, a little bit older. I'll look up the comps on these, but since again the hats are so light, I really didn't worry about how much they would cost. But hopefully I'll be able to sell these. I will have to clean them up a little bit. This one is the USS Duluth LPD 6. And again, it's a made in the USA hat, so hopefully I'll be able to make a little bit on those. Alright, so this is another thing that's just for my booth. It was new in the box, or at least in the box, not necessarily new, but it does have all the pieces in there. They're 24 metal clothespins, but they're really strong, and I can use them for some setup stuff out at my booth. Alright, so they had a lot of DVDs at the Goodwill today. They used to be 5 for 99 cents, and that's when I would buy more Blu-rays, DVDs, and books. In Austin, that's still the same price, but in San Antonio, they changed it where everything's just $1.69 a pound. It used to be different price for glassware, for books, DVDs, and some different other stuff too. Now everything's just $1.69 a pound. I'm not a big fan of that, but I did go ahead and get this one because it's a Blu-ray Avengers Endgame DVD. It's more popular Blu-ray. Hopefully I'll be able to do okay with it, but again, since it's so light, it cost me less than $1. So even if I ended up selling it for $8.99 free shipping, which means I'll pay about $3 or $4 in shipping, I'll still make around $4 on it, so that's not bad. This one, I don't think I got this on camera because it was right before I left. I kind of saw it there. It says Model 1's Nail Primer Kit. It is new in the box. I did open it up just to check it out, but both the bottles are still full. No issues with anything like that. So I figured that I could do well on that. I don't usually do health and beauty stuff, but this just looked nice. It was new in the box. And I figured, again, it's light. It shouldn't be too bad as far as pricing goes. The last things that I got were shoes, and I've never done used shoes at Goodwill before, but I do watch a lot of YouTubers that do it, and so I figured I'd go ahead and check it out. The first pair that I saw, which I do think I got on camera, were these brown shoes here. They are actually a size 12. I wear a size 12 or 13, so if I can't sell them, I could keep these for myself. They don't have insoles, which I know can be an issue. I'm just gonna list them like that they don't have insoles, but I know I can buy some cheap replacements if I need to. But the reason I got them is because the bottoms are like in almost perfect condition. They're not worn or anything. They're Cole Haan, which I don't know a whole lot about, but again, I'll have the comps up so we can see those. I found these deer stags. They're brand new in the box, deer stags with memory foam. I went ahead and got them without looking up the comps just because, again, they were brand new. I mean, there's no wear on them whatsoever. So I figure no matter what, I'll make something on them. They might not be a high seller, but since they're brand new in the box, everything's in great condition, I just figured that it was worth the risk. All right, and then the last thing is another pair of shoes. And these shoes, again, I didn't get these on camera because it was after I found those memory foam shoes, a guy stopped me and he was talking to me for a little bit about the pair of shoes that he had on. And he was like, oh man, I found these here. They're really comfortable. They're nice. I bought them. And then he had one single boot and he was looking for the other boot. So I talked to him for a little bit. And then after I was walking off, I had turned off my camera and he brought me these shoes and we're like, hey, what size do you wear? I found these, they're in really good shape. And I was like, oh, I wear like a size 12 or 13. He goes, well, these are a size 11, try them on. And I was like, oh, that's all right. But he was really insistent that I tried them on in the store. So I took off my shoe and put one of the shoes on. It did actually fit me rather tight, but it did fit me. So he's like, oh, you should get them. And I put them in my cart because I didn't want to be rude. But when I looked up the comps, they were actually pretty decent. These are Allen Edmonds. I don't know a whole lot about it. The soles aren't in like pristine condition, but they're not in bad shape. So I figured I might be able to get something for them. I actually like the style of these shoes, but they are a little bit too tight for me. But they are nice shoes. These are probably the heaviest things that I got. So they were the most expensive.
That was another successful trip to the Goodwill Clearance Center, a Goodwill bin store. I ended up spending $13. It was $12 and some change, but you can round up to donate, so I rounded it up to the 13. I found plenty of items that I know I'll do well on, either at the store or online, so I'm excited about that. Overall, I had a good time. I hope you guys did too. Coming up, I'm going to have some sale videos where it kind of shows items that have been highlighted in my videos and what I was able to sell them for. So hopefully you guys look forward to that. Don't forget, comment, like, share, and subscribe. That's the way we grow the channel. I really appreciate you guys supporting the channel. This is Matt, the Overall Bargain Hunter, signing out. See you guys next time.